Okay, I saw tons of negative reviews for this game. I will be honest, the microtransactions in this game are ridiculous. But usually, when I want to do an initial review of any game, I try to be moderate. I try to ask myself the question, but is this really the case? Is Dragon Dogma 2 a microtransaction nightmare? And the answer is not that simple. While it is true that you can literally spend money for rift crystals, which is the main currency in the game, for character customization and for fast traveling, the most important factor here is the fact that you do not have to buy 99.9% of them, if not 100, unless you are super, and I mean super lazy. I know what many of you are saying. If you have to pay to customize your character and to time travel in a game, this is unacceptable and it is beyond horrible. Even pay-to-win mobile games don't do that. However, as I already mentioned, you can get anything by simply playing the game. And for some of the things that are offered in the DLC, you can do that extremely easy. For instance, the biggest issue that everyone complains about, that you must pay $2 to customize your character. Indeed, you can do that if you want, but you can also go to the pawn vendor, buy certain tomes for really cheap, and then change your appearance, customize your character at the barber without paying a dime. Why nobody is mentioning that? Why nobody is mentioning that the whole process is super easy? I have no idea who would ever pay $2 to customize your character, but the thing is, you can do that in the game and it is extremely simple and cheap process. Also, the game gives you an option to buy rift crystals for money, but those aren't really difficult to get in-game. Not at all. More or less, all you need to do is to play the game. Now, I'm not trying to defend the existence of microtransactions in this game. This is unquestionably a bad thing, not to mention that there are certain aspects of the game that are, to put it mildly, weird. Like the fact that once you start the game, once you actually start your adventure, and if you go back to the main menu, there isn't even a new game option, which is extremely weird. I've never seen that thing in any other game. And I agree with every person who is going to claim that those microtransactions shouldn't exist in the first place. This is the problem. It is a slippery slope. I agree 100%. However, definitely the point of the video is just to mention that Dragon's Dogma 2 is not a microtransaction. Hell, you can have super good experience in the game without spending a dime, and all the things that the game allows you to spend on. It's not really that impactful in the game, and as you saw, a lot of those things you can get inside the game without spending a lot of time and without spending a lot of in-game currency, which is perfectly okay. So if you haven't purchased the game yet, I would advise you to do your own research first, find out what is the most important thing for you. If you completely refuse to play any game that has microtransactions in it, then definitely Dragon's Dogma is not for you. But if you don't mind them, in a sense that as long as they don't ruin your in-game experience, then I wouldn't see any issue giving it a try. After all, it is up to you. Take care, guys.